Today, we're gonna find out what it would be like to get eaten by a plant.
Hello, bug-sized man.
We are now
Have you ever
tiny.
wondered what it's like to be eaten by a carnivorous plant?
Yes.
Well, let's find out. Number 5, pitcher plants.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that actually reminds me of the Pokemon, and I never really thought that this was a carnivorous plant. I thought that it was kind of like a fun-looking plant and that there was like honey on the inside, but apparently it's acid on the inside, and it looks like it's gonna melt down anything that goes inside of it. Poor little guy.
The pitcher plant gets its name from its pitcher-shaped leaves, and it uses these as deadly traps. Picture this. First, your insect brain is lured in by the sweet scent of nectar.
Oh, okay, so there is nectar on the
Once
inside.
you reach the top, you start slurping to your heart's content.
Oh,
but
no.
What you don't realize is the surface you're standing on has a waxy coating, making it extremely slippery. You take one step too close to the edge,
No.
you've fallen into the pitcher plant's diet.
And I'm pretty sure that the inside of the plant is also covered in this waxy coating, so there's no way for a bug that usually can like climb surfaces. I don't think it can climb its way out, and it can't fly because now it fell into this liquid and its wings are all covered in it. So it's pretty much trapped.
Digestive fluids. The walls are covered in wax too, making it impossible to climb out. And you slowly realize that there's no escape. As your arms grow tired, you begin to drown, and the plant starts digesting you alive.
That's so sad.
Do this, pitcher plant.
Well, that's a great question.
Oh, that poor
Pitcher
little
plants
guy.
and most other carnivorous plant species live in environments that provide insufficient nutrients. So they've adapted to get the essentials like nitrogen, phosphorus, and magnesium from your flesh instead.
I mean, as horrific as that sounds, that actually is super impressive. That, you know, most of the time you would think that a plant would get every piece of, you know, resource that it needs from either the sun or the soil, but these plants decided, no, they're gonna be quirky, they're gonna be different, and yeah, they're gonna eat things. They're gonna eat things in order to survive, just like we do.
Please.
Their diet mostly consists of bugs, but some pitchers are large enough to eat frogs and rats too.
A rat?
And so
It can
many
eat a
different
rat?
shapes and sizes.
See, look, it is a
This one
Pokemon.
Remind you of something?
I was gonna
That's
say a
toilet.
teacup,
The
but
lid
yeah, it is a
secretes
toilet.
An abundance of nectar that attracts small
Ew.
mammals like the tree shrew. And while it eats the nectar, the toilet bowl catches any post-lunch dumps. That's right, this pitcher plant.
Wait, so you're telling me that the rodent comes along, licks the side of the toilet, and then actually poops in the toilet, which gives nutrients to the plant? The plant is a poop eater.
Eats poop. A wholesome symbiotic relationship.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't hurt anybody, I guess.
My favorite pitcher plant species has got to be the cobra lily, and this is how it would eat you. You're lured in by the scent of nectar again, this time coming
Dang
from
it.
a leaf shaped like the forked tongue of a cobra. The
Okay.
concentration of nectar increases as you move further up. The plant's sneaky invitation to get you to climb inside, and eventually you end up inside a beautiful dome with light pouring in through many holes.
It looks
Having had your fill of
amazing.
nectar, you decide to leave, and there's so many exits to choose from. How convenient. But
Oh.
it's not an exit.
What is it?
Window. You try another one.
Oh no.
Strange. Oh well, you'll just leave the way you came in.
I don't think
But
that's
wait,
gonna work.
Which one was the entrance? Confusion set.
Is that actually how it works, dude? It's literally like the back rooms. You go in, you think that you found an exit, and it's actually just a wall, and then you can't figure out where you came in. That is horrifying.
Then as all the exits you see turn out to be fakes. You don't notice, but this whole time you've been moving deeper and deeper inside the plant. Until... Now,
Oh,
unlike other pitcher plants, the cobra lily doesn't digest you with enzymes.
Say what now?
Instead, gross midge larvae and bacteria start eating you alive, breaking you down into nutrient soup for the cobra lily to slurp up.
are you
Now,
serious?
if you don't want to be eaten by my pet plant, you should boop the like button.
It really helps me out a lot.
Is that what Petey the piranha plant is? I kind of thought that Petey the piranha plant was yeah, like a piranha plant, and not not what we just saw, which kind of did look like a snake, which is pretty incredible. But yeah, I honestly too, I only really thought that there was one carnivorous plant, and that is the Venus flytrap. When I was younger, I really wanted one as like a pet, because I thought it was so cool how like a plant could eat something like a fly. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. Most plants you think like, oh, it's not gonna do anything that bad. Maybe I'll get like poison ivy, but it's not gonna try to eat me. Meanwhile, the Venus flytrap is like, ooh, I'm gonna try to eat you.
Pitcher plants are just the first on this list, and there's 4 more leafy assassins to go. Number 4, bladderwort.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
Bladderworts grow in freshwater and wet soil environments. And on
Ooh,
the
they have
surface,
flowers.
They are cute little flowers. But
Lovely.
underneath is where the cold-blooded murder happens. One nice sunny day, you're swimming along living your best life. And then in the blink of an eye, you're suffocating.
What just happened? How did that just happen? What just happened?
In the bladderwort's trap.
Seriously?
Attached to the plant's underwater stems are these structures called bladders. But instead of holding pee, they act as trapdoors.
Oh.
Dude. First, water is expelled, creating negative pressure inside, and the trap is set. When you...
Okay, so that makes sense. So when it expels the water, it's basically creating a little suction tube. So when it opens up, the water will flood in, and then it will trap you inside. And then it probably closes real quick, and then you're trapped. And then you probably slowly get digested.
Came swimming along, you brushed past one of the bladder's trigger hairs,
No.
breaking the trapdoor seal.
You're dead.
This created a vacuum, sucking you in within milliseconds. The bladderwort's diet consists of nematodes, fish fry, and mosquito larvae, but it can eat larger things like tadpoles too. It
Oh
does
my
this
gosh.
by digesting you in stages. First, it dissolves your head into
Oh.
mush, then your body,
That's
and
not
your legs,
too
until
bad.
you've been completely
Okay.
turned into nutrient soup.
Lovely. Thanks,
Number
plants.
3, sticky leaf plant.
What the? Yo! Please tell me that's not how it actually happens.
The glistening drops of nectar covering their long, tendril-like leaves. But
I mean, it looks beautiful, it looks gorgeous, but it's deadly, dude. I swear, like the most gorgeous things in nature are always the most deadly. I remember when I was younger, I wanted to like pick up the dart frogs, but secretly the dart frogs are poisonous dart frogs. And that's when I learned that the more bright and colorful an animal or a plant is, usually the more deadly it is.
despite their beauty, these drops have a deadly function. The nectar is laced with a powerful glue, and as soon as you touch it, it's a wrap.
And you're
The plant
prisoned.
senses your struggle, so it starts constricting its tentacles inwards, bringing you into contact with as much stickiness as possible. The secretions coat your whole body, immobilizing your limbs and clogging your breathing holes, causing you to suffocate in a matter of minutes.
It literally
This whole time, the sundew has been secreting
grabs you, twists you up, and then suffocates you like a snake would. That is the most impressive plant I've ever seen.
digestive enzymes as well, slowly dissolving you until only a skeleton is left behind. Compared to some of the other plants though, being hugged to death actually sounds like a nice way to go. Another sticky leaf species is the butterwort, named after the buttery texture of its leaves. Works in pretty much the same way as the sundew, except its leaves are broad and flat, so there's more surface area for killing and eating.
Oh my
But not
gosh!
all carnivorous sticky leaf plants do the digesting. The
I wonder if like people found these in nature and realized that this would make for like a great bug trap, because I mean there's a bunch of different bug traps. There's like the zapper trap, but a lot of the bug traps are like thin slices of paper that are super sticky. So as soon as a bug lands, it gets trapped there and then it can't leave, so it eventually just dies. I wonder if people found these plants, saw a bunch of dead bugs, and they were like, huh, well, let's just do that.
Rhododendron macrocephalum has
The
a
what?
mutualistic relationship with the mirrored bug. The plant does the trapping, and the mirrored bug stabs you with its face. And then it sucks out your nutrient soup, turning it
Oh.
into nutrient poop for
Okay.
the plant to absorb. But
Cool.
something isn't adding up here. How does a plant that's highly adapted to catching bugs not catch this bug? It
That's
turns
what I
out
was
that
thinking.
The mirrored bug has an extremely thick coating of grease, completely protecting it from the sticky clutches of the plant.
So it's literally just a
Number two,
greased up bug.
corkscrew plants.
Oh, okay.
Free cookies. Nope. Nice try.
So one day you're rolling around in the dirt.
Of
when
course.
You stumble
Just
upon
another
a
Tuesday for me.
tunnel. Where does it go? Is there treasure at the end?
No.
You've just arrived at the opening to one of the corkscrew plant's many corkscrew-shaped leaves. As you travel through the spiraling tunnel, you brush past these strange pointed hairs. They're arranged in a way that makes moving into the tunnel very easy, but moving out, almost impossible.
No.
Your only option now is to go deeper into the cave. And after what...
I mean, this sounds like the premise of a horror movie. Imagine, like, you're just going about your day, and then you find this super cool looking tunnel that says treasure at the end, and you're thinking to yourself, I probably shouldn't go in, but if I go in, at least, I could get out if something goes wrong. But then you go in, and then you realize you're actually trapped there, and you got to go further and further in, and you know it's going to be bad, and you know that there's not treasure, but you keep going because where else are you going to go?
Feels like ages, you finally reach a nice chamber filled with digestive fluids. And a slow, painful...
Oh, you literally
the
jump in
corkscrew
yourself.
Diet consists of protozoans, mites, and annelids. And because of the sheer number of them hanging around in the dirt, the plant doesn't need to attract them. It just sits there and watches as the critters walk themselves into its stomach.
It's like whales in the ocean. All they have to do is just open their mouth, and then, they're so big, they're bound to catch something.
Number 1, snap traps.
Yes, these are the ones that I like.
I bet you've all been waiting for this one. When
Yes.
you think of a carnivorous plant, the first thing that springs to your mind is the Venus flytrap. But contrary to their name, these plants don't actually eat that many flies. Their diet consists of roughly 1/3 ants, 1/3 spiders, and 1/3 miscellaneous critters.
Snails?
Only 5% are flying insects.
So how did it get its
Adaptations
name?
make the Venus flytrap an effective killer. First, the leaves' bright red color and sweet nectar smell tricks you into thinking you spotted a delicious
Why does it look like a
fruit.
big butt?
Second are these tiny sensory hairs all over its leaves. Nothing happens if you only touch a hair once, but if you touch it twice,
Dead.
as each trap can only operate 7-ish times before dying, this
What?
adaptation prevents wasting a snap on something like a raindrop or a fallen leaf. Third,
Okay.
each trap has these long lashes, which look like menacing teeth. Venus flytraps are quite picky with their food, as starting the digestive process takes a lot of energy, so smaller, unworthy prey can escape through the gaps in the lashes.
I'm free.
But bigger prey like you are trapped inside. Fourth,
Oh,
to make
great.
doubly sure that it's caught a big juicy meal, the plant waits until the sensory hairs are repeatedly triggered while closed, before it finally gets ready for dinner time. The trap clamps down even tighter,
What?
interlocking its lashes and forming an airtight seal.
I mean, that's scary, but it's also kind of awesome that a plant can do that. That's something that you think of like a lion doing, or like a bear, like shutting its mouth and then holding its prey there. You never think that a plant could do that.
slowly die of suffocation, and the plant secretes digestive enzymes, dissolving you over the course of a few days. When it finally opens up, all that's left of you is a skeleton.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't scared of plants before, I hope you are now. And if you guys are and did enjoy, smash like and click right here on this next video.